Welcome into the 820 show today with your host, Ming, Ahmad. A place where I hope to be number one in your heart, at least 820 on the dial, and scorecard for you in this urgency meeting about resilience. Again, this is what I'm calling the open journal, the public ledger, the blockchain for your resilience that cannot be corrupted or duplicated, cannot be copied, cannot be used against you. All transactions in this format with resilience is maintained in your open journal, in your public ledger, unlocked, accessible, and open only to you and to those that you love and want to share. This podcast intends to change your life, but only in this way, to change your perspective on this present moment. Once again, let me review and restate those 6 timeless, ageless words. Go, ask no question, and die. If you've been with me for a few other episodes, you've heard this before. So yes, it's a blast from the present, but not from the past. In previous 820 episodes, you have heard me mentioning those 6 words before. And probably in those past 800 or so episodes, I probably said it dozens of times. There is wisdom and guidance given and grace to me by the God, and also directly from a walking God on this earth. His name is Mr. Tamba. He is my African brother and uncle and elder from Sierra Leone in Africa. A man that I met during the process of divorce proceedings and that experience. In talking to him, I was sharing with him, my personal travails and challenges. But instead of going back into that background of how he and I came to communicate and talk and connect, let me say this. All things that we all must go through and encounter should help us to grow and introspect, and also to reflect, and also to live and move and love forward. Only one true direction and choice in this. But we all have those days and moments where shit just feels too difficult and unfair and wrong, to the point that we question the why of these events and experiences and disappointments of that day, that moment, or period. Oh, well, at least I do feel that way sometimes. And that describes the way these 6 words came to me and were delivered by Mr. Tamba. As a very quick summary, I don't want to go over the entire discussion, but it was one evening about 3 or 4 years ago. I walked over to Mr. Tamba in a very foul mood and uncertain in and on many things. Work, divorce, the world, politics, vaccination, family, friends, the usual bunch of stuff that none of which I can control or could control. So it just crossed my mind to ask Mr. Tamba the quintessential and existential question. Hey, Tamba, why am I even here? Given all this garbage happening around me right now, most of it I made happen or that I was responsible for. But regardless, why am I here? And I wasn't expecting. I was not. Just wanted to, they say, get it off your chest. But it's not my style. Just say things without any intention. I just wanted to say it and think it would just, waft into the ether and no one would ever hear it again. But Mr. Tamba did not repeat my question or hesitate to answer. As I mentioned before, what he said to me has become a daily mantra, a meditation. He didn't hesitate. He said those 6 words. Remember, my question was, why am I here? Without hesitation, he says, go. Ask no question and die. Those 6 simple words of wisdom, he just gave them to me, offered them to me, didn't expect anything in return, just moved on to the next subject. Not as answers or to resolve issues from the past. No, he shared with me what I would need from that moment or phase or day going forward. He did not even elaborate on those 6 words. He moved on to another subject as I sat stunned in silence, almost transported to a different realm of reality. I could still hear and follow his additional statements, but those 6 words kept ringing and echoing in my head and in my heart. And I just knew that I had received that manna from heaven thing that day. Manna that continues to feed and replenish my own resilience. The beauty of my presence. Because I can certainly repeat and write and cite these words from Tamba as much as I want. But from what foundation do I repeat these words? From where do I do this? Do I say those words from a plush chair or couch or bed or within the loving arms of a lovely woman? From the company of a narcissist? From a person asking for money on the street? Yes, to all those conditions, but that statement from me should always come from within, from inside, not from being prompted from outside of me, and only from the presence and the present, and not based or contingent on outside presence. So yes, you must go from your confirmed and defined presence. Ask no question about the validity and existence of your presence. And die in this moment and on this day from the presence you have committed to message and deliver in each moment, in each day, like this moment, like this day represents your last. Thank you for considering and reconsidering these 6 simple words that mean a lot to me on a daily basis, and also in this meeting of urgency for our shared resilience. Stay present, stay current. No matter where you are in this world, please remember, it is always 8:20.